All right, so we good to go, Bree?
Not yet.
Gotcha.
Okay, now we are.
Okay, well, hello everyone. Thank you guys for being here. So since we didn't meet quorum this week, we'll just go ahead and give some reports. Um, Eli Trimmer is not present for capital projects. Actually, we're just going to skip down to Brett Shanks for Health and Safety Committee.
Hello, everyone. I only got really one thing to report. We have a tabling coming up this Wednesday for the COVID vaccine navigator. I'm pretty sure Connor will probably talk about it also, but we'll have it second. We'll have talking about it twice. Uh, it'll be Wednesday, April 7th from 11 to 12:30. I believe that's the time that's been slotted. And we'll just be kind of trying to get them signed up for the vaccine and passing out the new masks that we got in. And that's it.
All right, thank you. Are there any questions for Senator Shanks? Okay, we'll move on to Hannah Berry, Student Governor.
Hello, everyone. This morning I actually met with the student or academic affairs and student engagement committee. So one of the board committees that I am on, and we had some good conversation about how to move forward with this committee. It's a new standing committee that we are beginning to operate. So if you have any ideas you'd like to share about student engagement and things like that, you can definitely come to me in that regard. And I was also a part of the policy board committee this morning as well. We met and talked about just university policies and things like that. Great conversation so far. Our next board meeting is on April 22nd at 1 p.m. So you can join in on the live stream if you'd like to be a part of that. And that's all I have to report.
Thank you. Are there any questions for Student Governor Berry? All right, we'll move on to Josiah Schmetting, Chief Justice.
Hello, everybody. We just wrapped up elections last week, so congratulations to everybody that ran and everybody that was elected or reelected. I will say, obviously, it's been kind of a tough year for student engagement. Our vote counts were lower than we would ever hope, obviously, but they were low in general. And so I think we're probably over the next, year before elections, going to have to figure out the best way to engage the student body for an election. When we're having, hopefully it won't be online or as much online next semester, but when we're having these kind of distant social interactions, it's harder to keep students engaged in them. So I have some notes that I've taken throughout the elections process, and I'll probably put those together and share them with SGA. But yeah, it was a pretty smooth election cycle, all things considered, since we passed amendments at the last moment. But we'd definitely like to see more students involved in it. We had less candidates and less voters in general.
All right, thank you for that. Are there any questions for Chief Justice Schmetting? All right, then we'll move on to Sean Peters, Director of Finance.
Okay, the only thing I have to report this week is I'm still working on the SGA rental program and getting the items for that. And that's all I have to report.
Okay, thank you. Are there any questions for Director Peters? Okay, we'll move on to Connor Peters, Director of Public Relations and Marketing.
Hey, everyone. Glad to be here with you guys today after not being able to attend last week's Senate meeting. Just a brief update of what I've got going on. I've been doing a lot on our social media platforms lately. I promoted the Griffin Edge Mentor application, as well as the free COVID testing flyer sent to me by Angela Voga from the COVID response team, the campus COVID response team. So those went out on our Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook platforms. I also made a small filler post today, just kind of celebrating the great weather we have. This week, I'm going to perform an immersive inventory of basically all SGA marketing materials. So rally towels, pens, phone wallets, drawstring bags, sanitizer bottles, masks, which just came in, basically everything so that we have a working inventory available for the next school year. I acquired some boxes and set them out in 13 different locations on campus with the campus cupboard food drive flyer attached. Those locations are the Commons Building, Blum, Spratt, Hearns, Remington, Eggenstein, Murphy, Eder, Popplewell, Wilson, Potter, Looney, and the JISC. So darn near every building on campus. So feel free to make donations and encourage your friends to make donations. And on the flyer that's on the boards around campus, and of course attached to those boxes, there's a list of possible donation items that you can include. So definitely participate in that. I'm in the preliminary stages of organizing kind of an informative campaign promoting student usage of our new esports arena. So just starting to work on that. And then finally, the new masks have arrived. I will be tabling on Wednesday with Senator Shanks, as well as a nursing student, a capstone student, to promote the vaccine navigator, and of course to hand out these masks. In the masks, of course, it promotes mask usage, but it's also kind of an incentive to come check out the table. I actually have some here. So they look very similar to our rally towels. So it's got the adjustable ear loops. I don't know if you can see that. And then on the side, it says grip up. So we'll be handing those out on Wednesday in the Blum lobby from 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. I got approval from the CSI to table this afternoon. So that's all good to go. And of course, if you'd like a mask for yourself, either come up to the office sometime tomorrow and find me, or come to the table on Wednesday and we'll get you a mask. So that is all I have to report.
All right, thank you for that. Are there any questions for Director Peters? Okay, Director Armstrong did send in his report. He would just like to remind you all that the food drive is going on, and it'll be going on until the end of next week. So we really appreciate any donations you all have. Just find one of those spots and donate anything that you can. All right, we'll move on to Connor Busick, Director of External Relations.
No report.
Thank you. And then for Director Bolden, one second, sorry. All it is that PLC, the last PLC for the semester is on this Wednesday. So we would like you guys to come to PLC. There's going to be some cool announcements that will apply to everyone. So if you guys could drop by PLC if you want, that would be great also. For my report, I don't have much to report. I think I mentioned this last week about seeing if and when we will get some new water bottle filling stations on campus. That is in the process of happening. And then I'll update you guys on what SGA can do to take part in that once I have more information on that. Thank you guys for all of your work that you all are doing, directors and Chief Justice and Student Governor, all you guys, thank you so much. This year is coming to a close, but we still have a bit of ways to go. So you guys definitely make that easier. But that's really all that I have to report. If there are no questions for me, we'll move on to the President's report.
Hello, everybody. So I don't have a ton to report. So one thing, now that the elections are over, we're looking towards the hiring process for new directors. If you're interested in applying for a directorship position, please go to the SGA website and you can find a link to that. We will be publicizing that more shortly. Besides that, I'm currently working on some government reform things, but those are going to be far out and probably not going to get officially proposed until next semester. Besides that, I don't really have anything to report. So thank you. Oh, I will say shout out to Griffin News, who watches these Senate meetings every week. I read the articles as they come out every week, so just wanted to give a shout out and say hello. That's all I have.
Thank you. Are there any questions for President Scott? All right, we'll move on to open discussion. Is there anything, any topic anyone would like to bring up? We can also do announcements at this time. So are there any announcements?
Again, I would urge everyone to pay attention to our social media for updates and of course the official posting of the flyer for the food drive. That'll be one of our big initiatives the next couple of weeks. So please take part in that if you can.
All right, thank you. Anything else anyone would like to announce? All right, I'm not seeing any announcements, so I guess this will conclude our meeting for today. I do really thank you guys and appreciate you guys for showing up, being present, and doing your jobs, because that makes everyone's jobs easier. But yeah, that'll be the end of this meeting. Enjoy the weather, because the weather is being very nice to us today. And yeah, you guys have a good evening.
Thank you.
Bye.
Guys.